Pillars of Eternity. I have no idea what I'm doing edition. Um,
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Nothing in the drawer. Okay, fair enough. Now, is there anybody else up here?
Of course.
Or around to be talked to? Painting portrays the expansive foothills below the mountains of White March. Ah, a bit of a shout out to the DLC. Darn. Who are you, my good sir? As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach out for the soul. You see a tall figure pacing the edges of a carpet, corner to corner, fingers twitching in irritation. The sound of battle grow. Sound of battle grow. It should be sounds of or grows. Ever closer, sneaking its way through caves and corridors, past doors and soldiers, and the mage paces. Throwing his door open, he strides through the refurbished cave, taking scrolls from shelves and demanding potions from terrified grunts. Kicking a fallen chair from his path as he returns to his room, pacing, readying himself. As the enemy grows closer and closer, he begins casting spell after spell, defenses, additional vigor, traps. Just as his skin hardens into metal, they stride in, swords flying and arrows buzzing. Last chance to rethink this, he says. An arrow whistles by his head in answer. He sighs, his lips thin with effort as he begins his onslaught. There are 6 of them, but soon there are 4 and 3. But soon there are 4 and 3 and 1. For the last, he takes a dagger to be sure, throwing it directly into the Orlan's temple. The man topples. None get back up. The mage barks into the hallway, receiving naught but silence in response. Frustrated, he begins to dispose of the bodies, the last person standing. Okay, and your buddy? Orlan de Medici, huh? What do we play? Sudden genre shift. Oh, we're playing Assassin's Creed. Reach out for the soul. You see a man, eyes tight on a couple down a cobblestone road. He moves a little too obviously, a little too naturally, and his eyes never leave her mussed curls as he shadows them from building to building. The woman laughs drunkenly, hand entwined within another belonging to a sharp-nosed noble, flawless doublet slightly too small for his generous frame. She brushes against him as they move, clearly far too intimate for her shadow's liking. His eyes narrow to angry slits as the couple slip into an opulent doorway, and the nobleman's hand slips down her dress. Her breath shortens into gasps, and she leans into him further, moaning. The spectator pauses, mouth pressed shut, veins bulging. He slides along the wall, dagger in hand, and just as the woman bites into the nobleman's doublet, he steps out. It's over in moments. He closes his eyes, dagger slipping from his blood-slicked hand, and bolts. Okay. Presumably he was a stalker. He was stalker. Yes. Here? What's in here? Anybody in here? No. Nice one in. Please close the door. Thank you.
The better part of valor.
Hello.
I'll handle this.
Pop that open. Can we?
I'll have this open in no time. I'll have this open in no time. I'll have this open in no time.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Can anybody open this?
How may I help?
Following your lead.
No.
Need something?
No.
Hey.
And no. Okay.
Hmm?
So let us exit stage right. Now, presumably if I were a thiefy type character, this would be much easier on me, but I'm not, so. Ciphers can use focus abilities, power their abilities, and gain additional focus by causing damage with weapons while their soul whip is active. Soul whip turns off once a cipher's will is something or other. Cipher's focus is full. Right. Hello? The Scalder head looks old as the end. Its leathery skin is cracked and bleached from years of exposure. Right. Okay, so I have no idea where to start looking for the daughter, but we came in here for focus. Anyway, we're here for a scroll, actually. As soon as we load into the world, I'm going to hit J for journal, because maybe there's more information that I'm forgetting. Nope, not that. Dream in memory. Okay. Blood Legacy. Oh, Rogue Knight. explore the... okay, we'll get to that. Time and tide. No, thank you. So scattered. Aider to the records archive. Missed it. Okay. Cat and mouse. Oh, alright. So let's talk to Medreth and then see what we can do about that. Map.
Been a pleasant surprise traveling with you, Haravius.
Nice of you to say that. I was on the road alone for years, and I'm happy to have company for a change.
My part of the country has a saying about Orlans. Face of skin, let 'em in. Face of hair, best beware. But you're more like a skin-faced Orlan.
Are you fucking kidding me? Well, my tribe has a saying, head of brunette, they're all set. Head of blonde says everything wrong.
Wait, was that bad? I meant it as a compliment.
Yeah. Gaeful the drunkard, a local inebriate, has wandered into the Stronghold grounds. He's asking for help with his accumulated debts. Bad visitor, leaving in 3 days, 24 hours. Right. So basically we need to go back to the Stronghold is what it's saying. I was hoping I'd be able to do something from the menu, but apparently not that. Okay, going this way, guys. Oh, excuse me. I'll be the phone a little further away. Work decided to intrude into my recording. That happens on time again. Occasion. Medreth. You know what? Let's save, just in case this turns into a fight. Because it may do.
Well met, friend.
She snuck out the back and went north. I was just hoping you'd believe me. Yep. Hey look, a fight. Who'd have thunk it? Wizardly guy, do you mind dealing with, that chump? You can kill him. You have any superpowers? Not enough focus. Ice strike. Okay. Mind wave. Right. Ooh. Maybe I can... Alright. Let's give it a blast.
Love beyond
You, knock him off. Knock him off. Thank you. Can you go stab that guy? More stabbing, please. Thank you. Do you want to see if you can whack him again? Whoa. Where'd you come from? Ow. Oh, you're Medreth again. Excuse me. Would you mind? Okay. Kinda killed the guy. Managed to not. Ow. What tricks do you have? I don't know what a Stelgar is. Turn into it. Whoa! That's awesome. Right. Fine stiletto, fine stiletto. Ooh, fine leather armor. A fine greatsword. Awful lot of money. Brigandine. Sweet. What's this guy got? Fine warbow. Fine brigandine. Excellent. How does that compare to our... What do we got? We got scale armor versus... did that go in the stash? No. Well, some of it did. Fine leather armor versus a scale. Hello, I just picked up fine brigandine. Where did it go? Armor. Yes, please. Thank you. What do you got? Grieving Mother. It's fine padded armor. How about you? You've got fine leather armor. You've got a plain brigandine. You've got your magic, your unique armor. Alright, well, That seems to have taken care of that. Tasks. Stay. Okay. Yeah, that sort of a. I can do that. Journal. Visions? Nope. Oh, I see what that is. Encyclopedia? No. Notes. Oh, I can write notes. That would be useful. Temple of Medreth. Curry. Well, let's for a world map. Can we get back to Cade North? Okay, we gotta go. Gotta go to the map edge.
I shall.
Head for Cade Nua. Yep. So basically, we gotta go talk to the drunkard. This is bad visitor, but I'm not sure what the difference is. Plus, we haven't actually been back here since we rebuilt the inn, so that's what I wanted to get to. Right.
I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up this place.
Map. Right. Let's head here. Wanted criminal by the name of Nairi the Deft Hand has arrived at the Stronghold seeking aid in fleeing Deerwood. Right. 2 bad visitors, huh? Okay. Well, let's, I think we can sprint. Please. Right. Nope. There we go. Let's go into the doorway, please. Thank you. Right. So, here's the drunkard. Hey, I just need a second of your time. Greetings, Ortrax. I was hoping to talk to you. I'm in a spot of trouble. Very well, let's hear it. Call your allies together and motion for the petitioner to step forward. Oh, apparently we're gonna hold court. Oh, good, we're sitting in the crazy lady's lap. Thing is, I worked up a few debts in Deerford and a few other places. More than a few. Haven't got the coin to pay off. My lord, I'd pay it off if I could. I was thinking maybe you'd know of someone looking to hire on or something. I'm willing to work. Why should I help you, essentially? I'm not sure what the dozens are, but I'm certain we'll find out later. Very well. Don't worry, I can settle this. There. I'll set out to Ina's Rest and see about paying you what I owe. Won't they be... See about paying out what I owe. Won't they be surprised? Okay. And he's left. Which... Gain reputation with Deerford Village. Minor goal. Minor. Okay. And 200 XP. Greetings, my lord. I bear an urgent message from the Chancellor Warren of Defiance Bay. He requested me to meet him at your earliest convenience in the Ducal Palace. Fair enough. Your claim on Cade Nua has been called into question by the Gathbin family. Earl Baedamar has issued a ruling on the matter, but both you and Lord Gathbin must be present. Who's Chancellor Warren? Arbiter of legal matters for Earl Baedamar of the Grass. And tell me about Gathbin. An old Adrian lineage, I believe, the former lord of the Stronghold, the distant relative of Lord Gathbin, allied himself with the losing side during the War of Defiance. I'll go meet him then. Chancellor will await you in the records room of the Ducal Palace in First Fires. He bows and leaves. Aha. Name's Neri. Begging your pardon all, my lord, but I was hoping we could talk. Well, let's hear it. And we hold court again. Why we're holding court, I don't know, but I suppose we're going to end up trial by combat for the... So, might be I got myself nicked here and there for a few unsavory deeds. My name's on posters all over Defiance Bay now. It makes it harder to walk about freely, if you get me. My thinking is it's time for me to seek out new horizons. Deadfire Archipelago seems nice. Then I'm out of everyone's hair. Only could use some help getting there. Not that I'm asking you to do this for free, mind. Picked up a couple things from a fellow I know. Not much good to me if I'm caught. I can help you escape. Sure. Out of my sight. Cape of the Cheat and Potion of Power. Hey, Listets, it's real generous of you. I'll get myself to the harbor right off. I won't forget this. I owe you one. Neri claps her hands together in a grateful gesture and all but jogs out of the hall. Right. And Neri the Deft. Alright, so I presumably have lost... Nope, I didn't lose it. No. Alright, what is my inventory button? There it is. Now, Cape of the Cheat. Unique. Neck. Grants escape once per encounter. 10% of incoming grazes converted to misses. Hello. Simple Cape was the property of a young gambler who made her living at dice. She played and cheated her way across the Deerwood, and she was playing a game with the off-duty soldiers of at Hell's Gate when an extra die clattered out of her sleeve. She fled, and the drunken soldiers at the table grabbed their weapons and gave chase. The alarm went up across the citadel, and the gambler dodged the spears and arrows of the emerging guards as she made her way to the edge of the island. When she reached the cliffs, she skidded to a halt, cast a single glance at the pursuing soldiers, and tumbled into the sea. Half of the guards on duty that night tried to claim credit for the arrow or spear that must have knocked her into the water, but when they retrieved her cape from the branch that had snagged it, they found that it was whole. Her body was never found. Okay, that could be useful. Here, we'd put that. We'll wear this because not dying is kind of useful. You can have that. There we go. Oh, it's because it's a neck thing. Here, you can have that. Alright, and what was the other thing that we acquired? Potion of Power. Plus 25 attack speed, plus 30 max endurance. Alright, fair enough. So, we now have a new quest. We have to go to court. First Fires District. I don't know where that is. Actually, while we're here, we're completely out of gold now. Well, that was sort of my own fault for helping the people for running away. Hang on. Let's go check out the inn while we're here. Just because we haven't been here since then, since we put
Place
back
of
together.
ruin. It has long been abandoned.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, this place looks much nicer than last time we were here. Not so much on the inside. Didn't we repair this? Sworn we did. Maybe there's more work to be done. Either that or I completely forgot to repair it. No. So how am I supposed to rest here unless it's a matter of going upstairs? Aha! This looks nice, much nicer. Wilderness of the Deerwood rambles on beyond the house. What? Oh, because we're out of inventory space. Fair enough. How precisely do we rest here? Unless, of course, it's just the camping button. Yep, rest with no bonus. Fair enough. You wake to the sensation of being shaken. You open your eyes to see Eater standing over you, his hand jostling your shoulder. He looks concerned. Your eyes are heavy and your vision blurred, the vague unease of unremembered nightmares clouding your thoughts. You're not sure you slept at all the previous night.
Hey! Hey! You awake? Good. You were kind of thrashing around, eyes rolled back in your head. You were shaking. Trying to snap you out of it for a long time now. Thought I was gonna have to get a bucket of cold water.
I like Eater, he's fun.
You don't seem like you get much rest at night. You got those dark circles under your eyes.
Not lately. At night, there are dreams and whispers.
Well, it's the Watcher thing, then. I'm sure it just takes some time to adjust is all. I'll try to let it sort itself out. But you'd better wake up faster next time. Trust me, you don't want that bucket of cold water.
Okay. So we've lost our Deerford resting bonus, but that's alright. We will be okay. Let's
You
head out
must
of here.
gather your...
I don't want to hear that word. Hear that phrase. Thank you very much. Let's see. Come on. Can we load a little faster, please? It's really kind of annoying.
I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up this place.
I'm the one who has to clean up this place, and if you don't don't stop talking, you'll be on the list. Right. Okay, so... oops. I'm not sure what the difference is, but okay. Anyways, oh, cool. Party management. We got that. Right. Not sure exactly how you're supposed to do party management if you find more party members before you get the Stronghold, but there you go. Fine. Ah, every time we leave. Deerford Village. We need to go to Copper Lane. Yep. Because we really need to go and see the Earl. That's the third spelling I've seen of Earl. There's the modern spelling E-A-R-L. There's Arl, A-R-L from Dragon Age, and E-R-L from here. But it's just sort of an odd word to spell. Aha! Okay. Where's our catacombs? Brackenbury? First fires. Let's get over here and punch it. Right. Marketplace. Bernice's house, Lindala's house. To the world map. Goose and the fox. Huh. Random commoner, random guard. Our scroll speed doesn't quite keep up with our ability to run. Ah, first fires. 15 minutes, yeah, that's gonna just be ages, isn't it? I see. Tax collection, side adventures, generation of crafting ingredients is complete quests. Okay. I may have to do a little research into how the Stronghold works. Wanted to meet us at the Ducal Palace, right? Right. So, let's rush over here in case we actually...
Too many mines here, all shallow.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yep. Refugees, how useful. I won't even go into my thoughts on refugees, so... Right, sorry, looking out the window while I wait for the load. Speak with Chancellor Warren at the Hall of Records. Welcome to the Ducal Palace. Taxes collected.
Hello.
Tell me about the current Duke. That would be Avar Wolfgren. Don't let the title fool you, though. Our dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Avar rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumbled type is just what Defiance Bay needs. Goodbye. Right. Shrine of Magrin. Hall of Records. Up here. Okay, we probably don't need to be running, thank you. again, save the game in case something goes horribly, horribly wrong. Chancellor Warren. Thank you for coming, Trax. We've been trying to track you down for some time. This is Marshal Forwin, Earl Betamar's military advisor. He will serve as witness for this proceeding. Gestures to the man next to him. Well met, Road Warden. Your reputation precedes you. I admit you've created a bit of stir throughout the nobility with your reclamation of Caed Nua. Most are still not sure what to think of you. What's this about? The legitimacy of your claim to Caed Nua is in question. Earl Betamar has issued a ruling on the matter. I trust the Earl to make a fair judgment. Your cooperation is duly noted and much appreciated. All will be made clear once Lord Gathman arrives. Do you have any questions while we wait? Tell me about Earl Baedmar. Earl Baedmar comes from a esteemed line of lords that rose to prominence after the War of Defiance, some 150 years ago. The Deerwood consists of 7 earldoms. The Baedmars govern the northern earldom known as the Grasp. As to the current Baedmar, he is as fine a man as I know. It's an honor to serve him. Tell me more about the Grasp. The Grasp is now the largest of the 7 earldoms after it consumed the pre-war earldom of Yenwood. It encompasses notable settlements such as Haelmar, Gieran's Grasp, Gilded Vale, and of course Caed Nua. Yenwood? When the Deerwood was a mere colony of the Aeder, it was divided into 9 earldoms. When the Idrins were defeated and ultimately driven out, 2 of the earldoms were absorbed and borders were adjusted. The Yenwood was one such earldom. Yenwood was an earldom. What do you know of Gathbin? While I've met him once, it was ample time to determine the character of Lord Arlder Gathbin, or lack thereof. Oh good. He's descended from an old Aeder line that predates the War of Defiance. His great-grandfather, Rannig Gathbin, was the Earl of Yenwood during the war. That is, until he was stripped of his lands and driven from the Deerwood. Oh good. What was that about Road Warden? The one who rules Caed Nua on behalf of the Earl of Yenwood is traditionally known as the Road Warden. Your position might not be entirely official yet, but the title is an appropriate form of address. Do you know which way Earl Bademar has ruled? Sorry, my lord, I do not. The Earl's decree is sealed. Good. Don't have any more questions. And here's Gathbin. I knew that was going to happen. I think you're outnumbered. We're going to have to fight this guy at some point, whether it's here or later. An opulently dressed man strides toward the Chancellor, his sandy hair trailing him like a banner caught in a light breeze, boot heels echoing throughout the hall. An elven woman with cropped hair, dressed in dark, glinting mail, shadows his steps before taking position alongside him. She watches you unabashedly, taking your measure. Let's move past this formality as quickly as possible. I have other matters to attend to. It's well known that Caed Nua belongs to me by right. And where is this pretender? Show me the fool who thinks to steal my land. Where is this low-born wretch? Warren clears his throat and glances at you. This is the Lord of Caed Nua? I thought he was just another servant, perhaps a valet or porter. I would have to replay this game a lot. Raise your hand. Everyone who owns their own keep, raise a hand. Go on, don't be shy. Imbecile, I hope you've enjoyed your time squatting on my land. Provoke me further and I'll hang you from the highest wall of Caed Nua when our business is finished. Chancellor, read the Earl's decree. Warren breaks the seal on the scroll and unfurls it. Regarding the matter of the Gathbin claim on Caed Nua, Earl Baedemar finds that the Gathbin claim was never relinquished. By law, Caed Nua is the rightful property of the Gathbin family. I knew it. I'm not finished reading. It rolls his eyes and motions for the Chancellor to continue. However, the Earl recognizes Triax's part in reclaiming Caed Nua, a site that has stood abandoned and even some would say cursed for over a century. Before Caed Nua is returned to the Gathbin family, the Earl has decreed that Lord Gathbin will provide compensation in the form of... Absolutely not, my lord. The amount is quite reasonable and a requirement for your land to be returned to you, if you'll just allow me to finish. I'll not pay a single copper to this miscreant from my ancestral land. Do you think I'm blind to the Earl's motives, lackey? He thinks he can send a message with this insult. I have a message that you can send that son of a whore. Gathbin raises an open hand as the Chancellor shrinks from him, arms raised in defiance. Keep your hands off me, you peasant. Gathbin yanks his arm free of your hand and steps back. The woman defiantly draws a pistol from her thick leather belt. Her eyes widen in anticipation. My lords, please. There's no need for violence. Gathbin holds your gaze for several heartbeats, his eyes burning with hatred. I'll be coming for what's mine. Count on it. Come, Captain Emery, we're leaving. He sneers defiantly before storming down the hall. The captain lowers her pistol and gives a smirking shrug before following her employer. Yep. Well, I can't say that Gathman's reaction was entirely unexpected. Through no fault of your own, I'm afraid you've made a powerful enemy. He did seem a little upset, didn't he? I've heard he's always been vicious even as a boy, and he can hold a grudge for a very long time. In any case, Caed Nua now officially belongs to you, since Lord Gathman has rejected the Earl's decree. He hands you a deep blue scepter, which looks to have been carved entirely out of sapphire. Here, this belonged to one of the old lords of Caed Nua. Right, it's now yours. You have gained something I'm not even going to try to pronounce. I swear they knew people were going to try and LP this, and yeah. Please. Oh, yes, let's try and be friendly. I suppose we can always poison his meal. Please extend an invitation to Lord Gathman to feast with me within the halls of Caed Nua. There's no need for us to be enemies. That's a generous offer, and I'll make sure it reaches Lord Gathman. It was a pleasure to finally meet you, my lord. Perhaps we'll speak again under more pleasant circumstances. Farewell, Trax. The Marshal nods at you and leaves. Cool. Well then. Records keeper. Hello. Task completed. Call to court. 3,000 experience. Sweet.
Greetings.
I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War. This is gonna run long. We're trying to find out what happened to someone. We've had a number of public inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. It seems there are still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will toward Ridsarans. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came here to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different, but I have no reason to suspect you to be any different from the others. Farewell. Alright, so basically we need to do more questing. Fair enough, I can do more questing. I didn't expect it was going to be as easy as asking. Let's go over here and see. Perhaps his dukiness has something we can. Yeah. Only people with official invitations are allowed to observe the animancy here. Oh, okay. Okay. I just wanted to talk to the Duke, see if he had any work for me. Yes, we're running long. We'll end in just a minute. Oh, back door. Okay. Crucible Keep, which means that's where we need to go to see about that armor. Alright, I'm gonna end. Nothing new to report. Oh, that's right, we got more money. Can we build anything? Western Barbican. Towers of Caed. Ooh. Lore bonus. Bright Hollow Hearth. Bright Hollow Lab. Let's get that. And then, alright. I'm going to go ahead and save game here. This is Ep14. 1-4. Oh, you have to click the save button, you can't just hit enter. I don't know why, but it's annoying, but there you go. Alright, so this has been Pillars of Eternity with Trax 2. Next time, we're going to see about retrieving some armor. I will see you guys then. Bye.